YouTubers, welcome back. This is part 3. I managed to get the heat shield off the other bike yesterday because the weather was just rain again. Today it's not supposed to rain, but it's not looking promising, so I'm going to start on this. Right, this project was supposed to be for next year, but I think it's the 30th today, so we're not far away. Right, first problem I've come across is whoever put this bolt on here for the exhaust, it won't let the heat shield fit, so I'm going to have to get that undone, turn it round and see if we can mount the heat shield, which will improve the look of the bike no end, in my eyes anyway. So let me struggle on and try and get this bolt undone. Right, now I've turned that bracket round, the heat shield should go on, because where it was before, this bolt here was sticking out here and would not let the heat shield back on. Right, after struggling, seems it was a captive nut on one side. I didn't realise because I couldn't see it. It was just one side I had to undo on the 12mm side. Anyway, it's on there. Just got to tighten it up and then we drop the heat shield back on. Right then, I'm just going to carry on. When I took the heat shield off, I actually snapped one of the fixings into the exhaust, this one here, which don't surprise me, it was seized in there. So I'm going to have to root around. I've rooted around, I found this one here, so I'm just going to cut this off so it fits, and then we can drop the heat shield on properly. So I'm just going to cut this off. Right, so that's on. That looks so much better now with that on. And people who are following the channel probably wondering why I'm working on that instead of the white XL. Well, at the minute we're waiting for parts, otherwise I'd be working on this, so I might as well just carry on with the 250 and get on with what I need to get on with that. So I think I'm going to have the seat off next again and have a look at some wiring, just generally just play around with it while I'm waiting for parts. Okay, that's the seat off, and what I'm going to do is start checking the wiring for the back of the bike. So the brake light switch down here, so I'm going to test the brake light switch, see if that's going to work. Follow the wiring through, and as you come up to here, if you can see, that is just full of mud. So I'm going to clean all these. These have been disconnected from, from here, focus, which run through to the back down here. So what I'm going to do, as I said, we'll clean all the connectors up, and then we'll test the wiring, see if it's working. Right, let's get the Dremel out and start cleaning everything in the tester. Well, took the brake switch off and we got nothing coming from that. I'll put the tester on from here to there, pull the button, and there's nothing. A lot of the stuff on these old bikes, the electrical problems, is because all the electrics are just corroded up after 40 odd years. Generally, if you clean everything, it will come back. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a go at stripping this switch down and see if I can get it working again. But at the minute, we've got nothing. So if you're wondering what's inside the switch, there you go. You have two contacts, one to the green wire, one to the black wire, and as you pull that there, that's all corroded up, is what makes the contact. So obviously we've got bad connection. So I'm going to clean it up a bit and see if it works. But first thing I'll test is each one of these wires to the contacts. Make sure there's no breaks in the wire. Right, I've rebuilt the switch now. As you can hear, it's working now. So we can put that back on the bike and hopefully it'll be alright. Right, that's the brake light switch back on, and I'm testing further up the loom to make sure we got power. So if I stick my foot on the brake now, there you go, you can hear it beeping. So the next one I'm going to have to test up here. Although everything's clean now, oh excuse me, I'm hoping it's going to be right now. Right, so I'm just going to reconnect everything again. Okay, I've reconnected up there now. I'll stick my foot on the brake. You can hear that, hopefully. There you go. So that's working. I've checked the green, which is an earth, to the engine, and that's fine. That's all good. So I'm happy with the wiring, the back end of the wiring at the minute. I'm not too worried about the orange and blue there, because I know they're indicators, and the other green, if I can show you, double green there, that's for the indicators as well. So we don't have to worry about that at the minute. Right, let's find another job. Right, a few bits have started turning up. 2 new throttle cables turned up. Little switches for the front brake, they've turned up. Now I've just had all the throttle off this, and it's not throttle cables, it's the actual throttle body. If you look where this lip is here, it's the rubber here holding it. I've greased it and all the rest. It's a lot better than what it was, but it needs a new throttle body, so it's not my cables. So I've got 2 new cables, which I might put on anyway, so these look a bit tatty. Anyway, I'm going over to where I buy them from. Apparently they've had 2 containers in, so I'm going to have a ride over there. Well, not on the bike, I'm going over in the car and have a look, see what's come in. I'll show you when I get there. Right, this is Huggy's Speed Shop in Leicestershire. This is some idea where I come and get bikes from. I have all sorts, all shipped in from California, all sorts of conditions. I'll just give you a quick whiz round. It's just like, if you need parts, stuff like that, you never know what you're going to come across. American cars imported in. I'll just give you a quick wander around. All this stuff is for restoration. Oh, look. TT Yum there. It's well worth coming here. They have all sorts of memorabilia. So we're here. Short of a tank. Everything's for sale. Quite like that from a garage, but can't afford it. Here's some of the new stock that's just come in, either for restoration or for parts. There you go. That'll be on eBay later. Yeah, there's some of the stuff going around the track at Mallory Park in the background. Some American trucks, have a lot of them come in. Come over here today to get the Nova. Well, I'll try and get my Novas for the 2XLs I've bought. So I can register them. Plenty of winter projects. Fancy an XT500. There's one there. These seem really popular. There we go. Right, I'm back at the garage, and you heard me mention about a Nova certificate. A Nova certificate is to say that the duty has been paid on the vehicle. The government then informed DVLA about the vehicle being in the country. Then it's down to you to fill the forms in, send your money off, wait forever to get a logbook for it. Anyway, I'm going to take a bit of time out. I think you can see I'm in a bit of a mess, and I really need to sort this lot out before I can carry on. Place is just a tip at the minute. So anyway, I'm going to crack on, tidy up a bit, get myself organised before carrying on. Right, got interrupted tidying up. Look who's turned up, Bill. Right, he said let's have a play on this tank. So we stuck a load of hot glue sticks together. We're going to melt them on, stick it on there, and see if we can pull some of this dent out. I'll show you how we get on. It might work, it might not. There we go, wait for that to cool down. Waiting for that to go off. I found an old horn. There you go. Nice and rusty, all the rest. I'm going to get the wire brush on it. I've tested it, works. Clean it all up for the other bike. And I'll save me another few quid. Right, we'll have to get the muscles out because we can't get it off. So there we go. We'll keep doing that, I think, and it'll pull it up a bit more.
Definitely.
Okay, we give up with the tank for a bit and carried on with the electrics. Well, it's a bit loud, but we have back light now. Tom, pull the brake. Brake noise. Take your hand off the brake. Foot brake. Foot brake. And we've got headlights. Sorted headlights out now as well. High and low beam. What a bonus. Sorry. What a bonus. We've sussed it. We're gonna have to make a light fitting up because the actual headlight in this is a sealed beam as usual. So we're gonna have to do something with that. Yeah, well happy. We did pull some of the dent out, but Bill had to go. We might carry on and see if we can get some more of it out. But yeah, we got all the electrics working. The only thing I haven't got now for it is the kill switch. So I'll have to have a look, see if I can get a kill switch for it. Yeah, making progress. I also had to replace one of these that was no good. It's in here somewhere amongst all the other junk. But yeah, we've put a new brake switch on it. In here, you can see, new brake switch, because the one that was on it was broke. I threw it somewhere. What happened to the brake switch, Tom?
I don't know.
Bunged it somewhere. I don't know where I've put it.
Could be in your pocket.
Could be anywhere. But yeah, we're definitely getting there. Do we put indicators on it? That's the next question. That is still seized. So, I don't know. We'll see. Right, it's New Year's Eve. I'll put that one away. That means tomorrow I can start on a proper project on it. So, had enough for today. Let's wrap it up for a bit. Well, it's New Year's Day, and over there, I think the sun's coming up. It's dry. So, wish you all Happy New Year. And I ain't got a clue what I'm going to do today. But we're going to do something anyway. Well, it's literally 5 minutes later. And listen to it. The sunshine disappeared within 5 minutes and it's pissing down a rain again. I whip the headlight out and then try and fit another sort of bulb into it. But yeah, typical England. Sunshine and then it just absolutely pisses down on you. Right, I'm going to sit here, and as you can see, I've started prizing this up. You got to be brave, but just sit there, persevere. All I'm using is screwdriver, a pair of cut-off things, and just prizing it up. I'll work my way all the way around it so I can get the actual glass out. There we go, that's out now. That's apart. Next thing I'll do is break this bulb. So I'm going to break this bulb and then we can put another bulb in. Right, I've broke the bulb now. Now this will come out. You can actually take that out. Don't need that. What we need to do now, this hole here, we need to open it up a little bit so this will actually come through there. because at the minute, because of the tabs on the light, it won't actually go through. It's alright, it's hard to do this one-handed. That will go into there. We open that up a little bit. Come on. All thumbs and fingers. There you go. That will go in like that. We just need to open it up so these little tabs can come through. Right then. So here's what I've done. I've cut 2 little slots there in it, just using an open hacksaw blade. Now the bulb will be able to go into there. Sorry. That'll drop in. Well, I can't do it one-handed, but you get the idea. That'll drop down into there. There you go, like that. So now we'll be able to change the bulb at any point. Right, let me carry on with this for a minute. Right, now I've got all this together. That'll go like that. Bulb's in there. All I'm going to use is a little bit of hot glue dabbed on it, just to hold everything in place, and that'll do the job. And save yourself a few quid, because you know how expensive these light steel beams are if you can get them. I think last time I looked, there was about 60 odd pound each, and if you have dodgy wiring on your bike and it blows the headlight, as most XLs do, it starts working out really expensive. So to me, I'll just do this. Right, wax some hot glue on it. There, that holds it in place. By the time you put the rubber boot back over, you'll never even know it was there. So that's how I do them anyway. That's back together now. As you can see, put the rubber on the back. There was a couple of fixings. Well, that fixing was missing, and the one for the adjuster, which I haven't got, that must have fell out somewhere else. Obviously, if you look at that, it's out of shape. So obviously when the bike was crashed, if you see here, there, it's out of shape, and so's the headlight bowl. It's got a split in it and stuff. So we'll just have to look for a new one. Sorry if you can hear the wind, but that will just have to do till we can find something better. Yesterday, when I fitted the new switch, someone could have told me I hadn't run it through there. Anyway, I'll have to disconnect it, put it on so it fits on properly. Right then, I'll get that done. That's the headlight back in, the switch put in properly. Now you can see the damage here on the headlight, and that is why this is sitting proud, because it's in everywhere else. You can see the crack there, but that's the reason why I've got that, because of this. So we're going to have to find some way of cheating. We'll do something to make it look better, so we can get another one. So let me have a think. I decided to fit the new throttle cables. There's one on there, and I've been struggling like mad trying to get it to work. Can't get it to work. Then I checked the cables. I knew the one end was bigger, but I thought, well, you know, maybe it's just the different end. But this is the new cable, and this is the old one. Well, this thread's bigger than this one. If you'll see very well. It's different. And on the new cable, look at the length difference, and that was my trouble. I couldn't get anything to line up and work. So I'm gonna have to put the old one back on. So God knows what they've put in the package, but one's right, but this one's wrong. It's different to the one what's on there. I don't know. Probably Chinese. Doing me head in. Right, that done my head in like you wouldn't believe. But now, you can see, flicking back, one new cable on. As you can see down there, the new one. But it's my own fault. I should have checked the cables before. They've both got the same part number, as you can see. So somewhere, probably out in China, they've just threw one in there. I just couldn't understand why I got so much slack. I couldn't suss it out until I got the both cable off again, laid them against each other, and as you can see the difference. Anyway, where this throttle body here was broken, what I've got is an old one, another one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trim it off to what I need, and then put it onto that one. So that fits fine. So we'll just cut that down to what we need and drop that on. Can't use this one because it's just a single one, and they're a dual one, as you know. Right, let me get this cut down and see if we can get it sussed out now. It's all back together, as you can see. If you can see, it's firing straight back now. I had to play with the headlight, bit of black paint, bit of tape, looks loads better. That'll do till we can find a better one. Right, I'm going to wrap this up now. I'm going to put it all back together. After that, throttle's done me head in. And thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Hi to all the new subscribers. And I'll carry on tomorrow. Anyway, have a great day.